gems. Okay. Good morning. Hi. Hello. How are you? My name is Gemini, also known as Jimmy or Jim. We do not talk politics, religion, or financials on this channel, as those are personal to everyone, but just to make it clear where I stand, even though in saying that, fuck ICE, fuck Donald Trump, fuck this administration, just so we're clear. Also, if you see a negative joke or a troll, just drop a joke or a pickup line and do not engage with them. That is for Tori to do. Okay? We are here to have fun. We are here to enjoy. I do music and makeup on Sundays. Well, that is on pause because of my piercings, but I do that on Sundays. All YouTube lives. We drink coffee, listen to YouTube approved music, and chill out, have fun. Sundays is normally music and makeup. Normally. Monday is coffee talk, where we just sit and chill, music and makeup. There, I put a prompt up in my membership, and they get to pick the random colors, and I just sit down. I never know what I'm going to get until like 5 minutes before, just so that way I can pick out the palettes, but then how I'm going to put it on my face is what I show you on camera, and I have no idea what I'm going to do until I do it. Coffee talk is just us sitting here chilling out, hanging out, whatever. Book talk, which is what today is I read a book that was suggested by one of my gyms, and we sit down and talk it out. Work with me, since I do work for myself, both as a content creator for Gemini Beauty Babe, as well as I am the owner and coach for GBB Fit as a transformation and mindset coach. Transformation meaning like whether it's bodybuilding, weight management, corrective exercise recovery, whatever it is, health, fitness wise. I am a nutritional advisor, but health and fitness and mindset wise, because mindset's everything at the end of the day. I do that, so you guys get to see what I'm working on. I just never tell you exactly what it is, or tell you when I'm releasing it. And then there's Gym Fit, which is the videos are my personal journey, my personal health journey. I was like super fit. I went from a size 8 to a size 2 in a healthy way, but I gained a lot of the weight back after dealing with lung issues for the last 5 years and lower back issues, to where there were days where I couldn't even get out of bed if I moved the wrong way. So there's that. So you guys get to see me get back to being a healthier version of myself. Don't get me wrong, I still eat burgers, I still eat pizza, I still eat everything. You guys just get to be on a journey with me. And then Gym Fit Lives are where we talk all things health, wellness, and fitness, where it's supplements, workout routines, workout regimens, how to program a workout, nutrition advice, everything under the sun. Whether it's mental or physical, we talk about it all on Gym Fits. But today's book talk, I'm waiting on Tori. I don't know if she's in here already or not. But that's the normal spiel. The membership is everywhere in the description, on my channel, and in my link tree. There are 2 Patreon only tiers, 3 Patreon and Discord tiers. It is a very, very small community as of right now, and it's working out. We talk all things in there: makeup, beauty, life, fashion, nails. Anybody can post in those subjects as long as you're nice and respectful. Otherwise, I kick you the fuck out. There's also weekly glow scenes that I post every week on Sunday, an hour before I go live. Oh, that's not the book I need right now. So there's that, and then when you rose quartz, you get an additional 4 glow things. So it's like a deeper version of the 4 that goes amethyst to rose quartz. Rose quartz gets an additional 4. But there's 12 total as of right now, and the 13th one I'm adding is body alchemy, and that'll be later. But yeah. Tori, are you in here? I don't know if you are, but we'll see. Because I talked to you, that was the whole point. Let's see. I just want to go to the beginning. So the books we're going to talk about today are Sleigh Ride. You know what? If I just press bar button, it'll be fine. Okay, so Sleigh Ride by Lauren Beale. Sorry about that. It's not only 18 and up, but it's also... They have some trigger warnings attached to them. Discretion advised. No matter how much I'm talking it up or whatever, or how much Tori's talking it up, I would go based on your discretion. She has a bunch of trigger warnings attached to it. So it's a dependent thing. And the second book we're talking about, instead of 1 book per day, per book talk, we're also going to be talking about Ship Happens. And we're also going to be referencing stuff from Sinner's Retreat, which was the first book. The 4th book will be released on the 15th. And that book, we'll see what happens there. So it'll be a little bit after 15th that I'll get it. And we'll talk about it. But basically where the Slaycacia series is now, the last 2 books that are currently the last 2 books, Ship Happens and Sleigh Ride we'll be talking about. And then Torres, where are you, woman? So it'll be those 2, but then there'll be references to the first one because I thought it was funny. Because they keep referencing the very first book a lot throughout those 2. So I even put in a voice note to her last night. I was like, it's become a tradition at this point. They need to mention the pineapple. They need to mention certain things that was mentioned in the first book as well as the second, but even in the third book, things from the first book was mentioned, and I was like, oh, this is great. They have to mention it again in the last one, because if they don't, it ruined the tradition. Like, they don't have to. Especially if it doesn't flow with the book, but it's funny as hell. I would definitely love it, you know? Tell me. Torres, where are you, my loves? Also, I need to ask her where... I need to ask her a question. What? Okay. That got nothing to do with me. So, race. Okay, anyways, I don't know where she's at. I'm just going to talk about it. And then if she comes in here later, we will. Because I was waiting on her. That was the whole thing. She even said she was off. to talk about it. And now she's like abandoning me. Y'all see this? The disrespect. No, I love her. Are you kidding me? That one's stuck there too. I'm not going anywhere. After the places where I standing. Okay, so to recap Sinner's Retreat, there was Kendra and Ezra. Ezra is from England. He has a very British accent. He's mentioned a lot in the third one and the second one. Well, he's mentioned in all three, but not as much in the third one. And then you have his brother Bennett, who in the first book, this is the thing that keeps getting referenced, okay? When Ezra first meets Kendra on the plane, oh, she's hot. She's my type. She's somebody I would, mess around with. And Kendra says the same about him. Well, they're thinking it about each other. He gives her something because she's stomach upset because they're on a plane. She goes to the bathroom. He knocks on her door because her sex toy went off. And when she goes to shut it off, she realizes in the seat is a fucking priest. That gets brought up. I fucking loved it. It was brought up in the second book. In Sleigh Ride. So I'm going to be bouncing around a lot. But it's fine. And then it's about an 8-hour read. Each book is about 8 hours. Depending on your thing, like it says typical read, I got to finish like one book 6.5 hours and another one was about the same. Like that was my read time for those books because I read a little faster. And like I was even reading when I went cook, or I was reading when I was eating, or I was reading just, with coffee near me. But so that was referenced from the first book into the second one. What keeps getting referenced is that Bennett, who was with Kat in the second one, spoiler alert, he fucked a pineapple in the first one. Like they went to get him for an event in the first book. And how Lauren describes it, Lauren's the author, how she describes it, hands on the fucking dresser, pineapples in a drawer, angled a certain way with a hole cut out big enough just for his thing, and he's going to town on it like a man in a porno with Tom Jones from the 60s playing, like head thrown back, eyes closed, every fucking thing. And then when he finishes, he gets down to the level of the pineapple and he slurps it till it's clean. That is referenced many times throughout the first, second, and third book. I mean, he has a food kink, and it kind of explains it in the second one. But, man, fuck the pineapple. And people's off. And then, in the second book, in the second book, okay, so, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Would you come on? Hi, Brett. Hi, Bama. This might not... I love you. I do. You're one of my favorite peoples, but this might not be the live for you. Because of the things I'm going to be talking about. Hi, Gianna. Tori's coming. This might not be the live for you, Bama, just because of what I'm going to be talking about. What I was talking about. Yay! It's talking about fucking and different things. So yeah, Bama, I don't think you'll be there. Tori, Yo! First off, we gotta talk about. I love, and I know I put in a voice note to you. We gotta talk about the fact that every single book has mentioned that goddamn pineapple. That poor fucking pineapple that was. Oh. It's fine. I was just like, where are you at, woman? I'm doing this for you. But, okay. So, in the first book, Gianna's here, so I'm catching her up. In the first book, that was mentioned, sex toy went off above a priest. That is mentioned in the second one. Fucking loved it. Pineapple. Set the scene. Tom Jones playing, can't hear shit, and people are peeking through a window because they're wondering what the fuck's going on. And yeah, he's fucking a pineapple. And I love that not even past few pages of the second book, Kat's like, he fed me his fruity girlfriend. And I was like, I love this. I instantly knew where it went. And then they decorated his room with the pineapple shirt and the ceramic pineapple. And then he owns it and wears the shit on the stage in the third book as well as that. Okay. I gotta say this, Tori. Kendra pissed me clean the fuck off in the second one. Thank you for subscribing, Emily. Kendra pissed me clear the fuck off in the second book. Okay? The way and I think I said this to you already. First book, she pissed me off for a different reason than she did in the second book. In the first book, it was, girl, jump his bones, be with him. Your brother, I get it. You want to avenge your brother. But the people that you're going after, it's clear they only go after this certain type of thing. So apparently it didn't change and you just don't know your brother as well as you did. But she didn't stop to think about that until after. That pissed me off. Because all your years of researching this dude, it was just, I get it, family. That pissed me off though. And then the second book. Whoo! Ooh! In the second book, she pissed me off for a completely different reason. And it was almost, to me, and I'm saying this from my point of view, please don't jump me, Tori. To me, it was, she automatically had assumptions about Bennett. She couldn't fathom the idea of Kat being able to think for herself, which that pissed me off on its own. Because Kat's a grown-ass fucking woman. If she wants to get a write-up on it, she can. But then, like, she pissed me off. It wasn't even annoyance. She pissed me off. Eve annoyed me. Kat annoyed me in the first book. Kendra clear pissed me off both times. And I was like, you know what? We came to an understanding at the end of the first book because you got where I wanted you to go. You got it. Good. Fantastic. Love this. We came to an understanding. Second book, I understand you were trying to protect your friend, but she's a grown-ass woman at the end of the day. If she wants to hop on it and go for a ride and ruin her own life, that's her. You just stand there and support her. You made assumptions about shit. Anytime she went to tell you and you could tell she had something on your mind, you instantly it was what you said and how you were so quick to judge that she shut her fucking mouth because she loved you so goddamn much that she didn't want to ruin her friendship with you no matter if it came at the expense of her own heart. That's a shitty ass friend. Third book, she was okay. She was barely mentioned, but she was okay. Me and her, she's on recovery. Ezra's ass. And Bennett. Him, I can understand. That's his brother, but also his fiance. He don't want to get in the middle and get, like he even said, get divorced before he gets married. I understand that. I understand. But what kills me with Bennett, I'm getting to that. What killed me with Bennett was apparently his love of pineapple goes beyond fucking in the dresser in the first book, because I was like, oh yeah, he does have a tattoo. Like when they mentioned in the second one, I was like, didn't they describe it in the first one because they saw it on his ass while he was fucking it? But the ceramic pineapple, that, and I was just rolling. And then they bring it up in the third one, like, if he ever gets on your nerves, this is what you mention. And then they bring it up, and I'm just like, this motherfucker! Like him saying he beats his meat to the Food Network when he was a kid. I was like, I mean, I enjoyed Food Network too, but I never enjoyed it while I was doing that. But I could see how people could get there. But it wasn't just turkey leg. Hold on. You're going way ahead of me. Because I got other things I got to say about that, Tori. I got other things. I got notes. So, he fed me his fruity girlfriend. It's still too soon. But my thing... And then they mentioned the toys from Kendra's. Because she's like, at least mine didn't go off. So that was funny. Ezra with the fucking letter to Bennett. Ezra with the fucking letter. And I'm gonna read it. Because I thought that shit was funny. A small ceramic pineapple with the note that says, your room is right beside Kat's. If you plan to fuck any fruit, please fold this towel and place it between the dresser and the wall so she doesn't have to hear it. Unfortunately, I didn't spot any pineapple on the shopping list. I'm sure you'll find something that will just be as appetizing. Ezra. Gianna, you, on Amazon and on her website, there are trigger warnings to each book. You also need to talk to Tori, because Tori recommended me this series after I told her what I cannot read about. So, it is, but use your discretion. Even though, like, I might be able to read it, you might not. You know, or you could, and you could read some of her other books that are darker. It all depends on you, your preferences, but also what you could handle. Because they don't go into a lot. These books have trigger warnings. And they also have a lot of tropes. Like, these books don't go into a lot of them, but they do describe a few of the crimes, but those crimes are towards, like, essays and things of that nature, because they're color-coded, which I appreciated in the third book that they put that on the bands, what each one was, and I was like, huh. And Castle, okay, I'm gonna be jumping around book to book, because I read all three and stuff, and we talk about the last two, I understand that, but there's a lot of references to it first, but Castle Clear, oh, he got what was coming to him. Tori, he got what was fucking coming to him, and don't think otherwise with how naturally he did it to her. Something tells me that red bracelet fit him. The pink one would have fit him too. Cause, what the fuck? He deserved that. Now, Maurice cooking him after, I don't think about, but motherfucker deserved it. Oh! I never did like the man with how he was talking to her and how she said he's intimidated by a woman. And I'm like, oh, this motherfucker thinks he's better than them until they show him that they are powerful. And then I'm over here like, you son of a bitch. Watch something fucks up and you end up dying. Sure fucking enough. And then, what got me was in the third book, how she says she didn't know about Bennett, and she was seeing Bennett outside for the first time, and she said, he got eyes as blue as mine. I said, how much you want to bet they're related somehow down the line for them both to look the way they do? You know? And then later, when it's revealed, like it was getting close to the revealing, and I'm like, why does she have so many identities? Then I was like, how much you want to bet? And then when they were saying that she was born in the 70s, which is a little before Bennett and Ezra, but born in the 70s and the dad's from the UK, I was like, oh my god. They said it was a different killer, but I'm like, they're related. And then it was revealed and I was like, yes! They found the sister! Yes! Oh my god! Okay, back to the second one. What got me was, I think, it was within that same thing, right after Ezra writes the letter. And it's wrote Ezra, Before I said Ezra, I said, oh, they're gonna fuck with him. Because, brothers fuck with each other. Right after a note, Bennett says, this bitch, crumples it, throws it on the floor. I love how everyone acts like they don't have a weird fetish, when I know for a fact that they do. If anyone creates an organization for the ethical treatment of fruit, I'll reconsider my ways. And I was like, the ethical treatment of fruit? What's the ethical treatment of fruit? But then, in the third one, like I said, I'm jumping back and forth. I forgot what chapter. I'm going to have to look at the notes. But there was a little thing in there that said, food is for eating, not fucking. That instantly brought me to Finding Nemo. Fish are friends, not food. So I reread it. In that, I'm like, food is eating, not fucking. And then I was like, oh, Tori's gonna kill me for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought that was the funniest thing when I read that little part. Because somebody said it. Hold on. I got to see who said it. But when I heard that, instantly what came to mind was fucking Nemo. It was Nemo. And it was just... That made me happy. Okay, hold on. I gotta see who said that, though. Because I made sure to underline that shit. Because that was the funniest thing ever. Okay, who said it? Because it's like at the end of the book. Okay, who are we talking about? I'm guessing Frankie because Maverick's there. Yeah, it was Frankie. Food is for eating, not fucking. If y'all were... Oh, it was Eve that said it. Because the champagne was tainted with some semen. And you've been hanging around Bennett too long. Food's for eating, not fucking. Because Bennett has a food fetish. Bennett, in the second book... Yo. Okay, I know I said it the other day. I deleted that video, so we're gonna act like it didn't happen. I was so proud of Kat. And I understand her sing, like, especially if you're not used to it. I understand she wants to hear. I understand completely. I understand her preference completely. I understand where she came from. Okay, and I said this the other day, and I'm going to say it now. And I'm saying this just because when I read... And I'm going to say this, I know I said it a few other times. When I read, part of my head reads it like it's a movie. Because a lot of the books I read are very descriptive to where I could picture the character in my head. And I could just be like on the sidelines watching them. Like it's a movie in my head. Another part of me, especially when it comes to multi-POVs and my ADD, I'm able to, okay, this person thinks like this. This person feels like this. This person's going to get pissed because I'm reading the other POV. This person's going to get pissed at this or happy about this or whatever. And I start feeling what they're feeling. And then even when it hops to the other POV, I start feeling what they're feeling, thinking what they're thinking. And I could like, okay, I understand this character. I start putting myself in their shoes. I'm not playing any characters in it. I'm watching, but I'm also, okay, I can understand their thought process, and I know this is going to happen next. I feel this way. Now, don't let me read something, get pissed off, and then put the book down and go away, because I'm going to fuck somebody's day up. But I was like, okay, I understand. With Kat, I understood why she annoyed me in the first one, and I was like, this bitch is dumb. Because in the second one, I understand. She explains how she was on a farm. She was always bullied. She had her own Carrie moment because people made fun of her. I understand that completely from my own experience. And I understood that she used people thinking... If people thought she was stupid, they wouldn't expect certain things from her. If they don't expect things from her, she can't disappoint them or then make fun of her later for shit. I understand completely. If she fucks up, oh, that's just Kat. There's no high expectations. There's not a lot of room for her to fuck up and lose friends. There's not a lot of room for her to fuck up and, oh, we expected better from you. There's not a lot of that. And I understand that. I do. And that brought a lot more clarity to it. And then with her killing her two victims, not even victims, cattle, because I'll even say it. Them motherfuckers in the book, I know it's fiction, but they deserve that shit. Full stop. They deserve that shit. The driver, the limo driver, though, did not. He was an unfortunate accident. Nobody knew a moose was coming out into the middle of the road. But it was... I understood her. Also understood Bennett and why he was acting an asshole. If he acts an asshole, nobody's going to want to be near him enough to dig too deep to figure out everything going on. That he's purposely living well below the means of what he's able to make sure his mama has the best. And then his mama having dementia. My mom doesn't have that. It is hereditary, so she's gonna get it. But being with her memory being crap, there are days I don't know if they're good. There are days I don't know if they're bad. There are days that I don't know what she fucking remembers. She'll randomly remember it when we're not talking about it, like 3 weeks later, and I'm like, when the fuck did you bring that up? You know? So I could understand. And then, like, to watch it all the time and not know, and then you have to kind of, like, fish around to see what she remembers. I understand. I had to watch that with my grandpa, too. Like, even though he was cancer-ridden, his memory was gone. And I would watch that with him. So, I understood. I know of them. I don't know them. But I understood Bennett and why he was the way he was. I understood Kat. Kendra still pissed me the fuck off. So I wasn't even thinking about understanding. Like, in the first book, I understood why she did what she did. I understood her. I understood Ezra. Because first book was all about them. I understood them. Did I still like Kendra? No. Did I understand why she was so motivated to go after her brother's killer? Yes. Do I care? Once I found out? No. I didn't. Because when I found out why the killer goes after his victims the way he does, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, Kendra. And then it was... I understood Bennett and Kat. Now, however, very big comma there. Bennett stepped to the front. Like, I know I told Tori I wanted an experimental day with Ezra. I want an experimental day with Bennett too. Tall, muscular, tattoos, piercings, but not only regular piercings. Piercings in certain places that make it very pleasurable. Oh! And he's very dominant in the bedroom. All things I love. And I was like, now, the Prince Albert and the King's Crown, I did confuse in my head. I had to go look it up to make sure which was which, because I've been with somebody with a Prince Albert. Almost caused disaster because I have a tongue ring. And how the hoop he had in his Prince Albert almost caused disaster. Because I was not about to show up in the ER like that. But it was... It was just, yeah, So, uh-oh. I don't know, Chef. Boo. So, it was the Prince Albert and the Hafada. He has a king's crown, but I've been with the Prince Albert, and then the king's crown is just like, instead of up here, it's like here. And I was like, oh! That, ooh. Because you... Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. You know, I was like, oh, okay. Tori. And then the progression of it. The candy cane. The candy cane. The honey. No, it was the honey. No, it was the candy cane first. No, yes. It was the candy cane. And then it was the honey. And then it was the goddamn turkey leg. What killed me was that Maurice attached it back and then they were eating it with a goddamn joke. And then the most fucked up part about getting the turkey leg out of her was in my head, and this is what's fucked up. In my head, it was, okay, Grim lost his sight, so done. Rose lost her mouse. So is it gonna be this next? Is that what's gonna be? And then I was like, Michaela, stop. Because it was like, bruh, quit. Because Grim had to blindfold himself to go in to help Kat. Because Bennett miscalculated. But what fucked me up was not the fact that turkey leg was used. Because that's impressive. You gotta be really relaxed for that. It was everything else. Maurice attaching it back. Bennett putting it on his plate and then saying that, oh, it smells like this, and then giving it to, you know, hey, how are yous? How are yous? Tori, do not block him. I know Tori's on a blocking mood. His birthday's day after mine. Break up, let's take a regret. Apathy. Okay, just making sure. But yeah, oh my god, hi. It's been a while, I know. It's been a while. Okay, so we're I can barely hear over here if you ask me, don't shout. But no, Tori's been blocking a lot of people. His birthday's Sean's birthday's day after mine. I'm pointing at him, but I know you can't see that. His birthday's day after mine. And then No Filter is Bestie, and he's Bestie. But Tori's wifey, and she blocks people that are very much being fucking weird, bruh. I felt bad because for a second I didn't remember No Filters, but then I went to his thing and it's Christopher. But okay, we're talking about some books and it gets very sexually explicit. Like right now, we're talking about a food kink and the fact that a girl got fucked by a turkey leg. Um, oh, Tori, the mashed potatoes, man. She knew, she caught it. But that's when I was thinking about the king's crown and I was like, isn't that the Prince Albert and I just fucked the name up? Nope, it's two different piercings. I was like, okay, good to know. So the Prince Albert's through the tip, and then King's Crown's just at the base of the tip. No, it wasn't by a turkey, but he did fuck a turkey. He cut a hole in a cantaloupe and put the cantaloupe in the turkey cavity and was going to town on the bitch. This dude has a serious food fetish. Like in the very first book, he was fucking a pineapple. Like had the pineapple angled in the dresser, hands on dresser, head thrown back, eyes closed, every fucking thing, listening to music and going to town on it. Like a man in a porno. Second book. He fucks a girl with the candy cane. Has honey on himself as she cleans it up. Puts honey on her and he's eating her out. Fucks a cantaloupe inside of a turkey to make it look like he's fucking a turkey. He puts his dick inside mashed potatoes going to give it to her because at that time he hated her when really they realized it was misplaced sexual tension. That the two of them, you know, really did like each other. And it all started with the drunk New Year's kiss. Because they're stuck in fucking Alaska. It all started with the drunk New Year's kiss. And then it went on from there. And the fucking turkey leg. Oh my god, Rose and Grimm can't say anything about being... It is. They can't say anything about, oh, y'all ruined us and da-da-da-da. Y'all scarred us with this shit because they run around naked and Grimm got balls that everybody just looks at him like it got its own orbit for everybody's eyes. Tori, when I read that, because he's like, it's not nice to stare at the third one, and he's like, you got balls that are huge, dude. And I'm just like, oh my god, they so wrinkly. But I said it once and I say it again. Grimm and Rose, fuck the... Oh, we're only going to be here for a week and then we got to go our separate ways. They know as the Grim Reapers themselves lie. Them two know themselves. Life is a short. They just need to stay together, hook up. If they can't stand each other all the time, buy a big enough house to where they stay on opposite sides and then just get together for a little fun time and then go their separate ways, man. But you could tell they love each other so goddamn much. So it was just like, oh, it's a play for the mentally weak. And then, like, there were a few times, I'll admit, I read it and reread it and reread it and reread it because I was like, Bennett, I need you and Ezra both. Just for a little bit. I promise Kat and Kendra will get their turn. But when he flat out said, I'm not the type of guy who just sticks it in, you have to beg me for it first. Okay. Yes, sir. I was like, I already knew I liked that. Certain foods like honey and whipped cream, sure, I've had that. Syrup, I've done. A fucking turkey leg? I have not. Can't say I have. But the fact that they eat it after, and one of them's like, smells like rubber, tastes like ass, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are playing in everybody's face. Rose and Grimm knows what's going on. They know what's going on. Everybody else at the table doesn't know, and it's like, bruh, shut the fuck up. Okay, third book. We're gonna jump between all three at this point. The fourth one comes out day after Valentine's Day, and it'll be a few days after that we talk about that one. Third book. Oh my god. Oh, real quick. Tori. Them with Cat's killing, and they call the sleigh ride, and that's when they start going at it. They don't go at it, then call a sleigh ride. The thing about them getting caught, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Bruh. Not only was it outside knowing that they were on cameras caught by Kendra, knowing she was watching, it was the race against time for the fucking sleigh ride. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, what I didn't agree with though was calling that big ass cat Shorty. That's like a jumbo shrimp. Oxymoron. What the fuck? It was like a what the fuck moment, you know? I know! It kills me that she gets all the cats. He hates cats. He buys her another cat. Like, towards the end of the book, I was like, where's this going? I know he loves her, so why is he taking secret calls? Is he trying to get, like, kill people behind her back? Oh. Okay, because I was like, what the fuck? And then they named the second cat Mr. Whiskers. But she won't let him have a dog. I'm like, not even a little one? Like, I'm over here rooting for Bennett. Not even a little one. I think they're my favorite couple, though. Out the entire series, Kat and Bennett didn't piss me off as much as Kendra did. But Kat and Bennett, like, I understood them more than I did any of the other characters. I understood both of them. And, hi! Okay. Hi, No Filter. So I got Christopher and I got Sean. You know, every time I see a Christopher, because I'm talking to a Christopher, I call him Topher the Gopher. I'm going to call you that too. Every time I see you, I'm going to be like, hi, Topher. I'm just saying. So, but we're talking about a book. It's okay. Me and Tori were actually talking about that, wondering where you were. But it's fine. If you miss a live, it's fine. I don't get mad. I don't care. Life goes on, man. You do what you gotta do. There were people that I was telling go to sleep. We don't. So far we talked about getting fucked with a turkey leg. We talked about honey. We talked about a few things. It's all in the series. A pineapple being fucked. Tori. It was the balcony for me with Maverick. But I felt so bad that he had to hurt himself to get it. Like, yeah, there was a legit turkey leg. Tori's here now, so she could talk about it with me. But there was a legit turkey leg being used. Like, there was a condom around it, so everything was in one piece and shit like that. Cool. But there was a fucking turkey leg going up a girl's ass. And he made sure she was so stuck. Oh, Tori! And it's flat out said, Frankie calls Maverick's dick a donkey dick. And I woke up my kid when I read that. When I read, because that's what was available, was turkey. When I read that fucking thing, I laughed so loud that I woke up my kid. Because she's like, I can't get possessive, but dude's got a donkey dick. And I was like, it was wild. It was fucking wild. Okay. The very first page. This is why the ending was so fitting to this book. When she says, my mother is about as warm as a penguin's asshole. That let me know all I needed to know about her mama. He was talking about we're going to Tori's World because I said that you're here now to discuss the book with me. And we were talking about the turkey leg. Like, this motherfucker. Like, I can't stand this bitch. I couldn't stand her. Like, not Frankie, her mama. Like, okay, I'm going back to my notes because I already read this book. But, yeah, and then, okay, so the cattle wear their usual colors. Pink is for pedophiles, red is for SA, yellow's for run-of-the-mill criminals, purple's for known killers, orange is for members of staff, blue is new, meaning normie. I love that they put that in there because they kept talking about the bands a lot in the third one, and I was so like, what the fuck? And then Maverick's 22, she's 38. I said, that's cool. Maverick deserves somebody that made him happy, especially with what happened. Thank you. I did it like this because I was recording a lot within these last 2 weeks, but either today or tomorrow I'm taking them off, and Sunday we're doing a new set. But I wanted to just film everything and do everything because a lot of the things I have to film for, they have like different main colors, and I didn't want whatever color I was wearing to clash with it because it would go for one but not the others. So I just wore white because white's kind of in everything, and then I did a gold nail. So I'm like, what could go wrong with those neutral ass colors? And it's very simple compared to the color schemes I normally do. Like, it's a very milky white. But fucking Frankie. I feel so angry that anybody else has enjoyed his donkey dick, and I have no right. And I just, when I read that line, I lost my shit. But I am glad he found a way to not hurt himself and still get it up. Although the reason why he did, I understand, man. Kendra's brother fucked him up when he was younger and made him feel guilty for it. Thank God he's dead, because I want to have a few words with that motherfucker. Ezra ended it. And I love how their worlds, Ezra and Kendra's worlds, were connected before she even knew they were that connected. And before Ezra knew, like, because of Maverick. Being by her brother, you know, what he did. And then Ezra doing that, and how it connected them. And it was like, wow. But the kink that came out of him having to be dominant and it doing it, and I was like, you unlocked a very much. I'm not about to argue. It's fine. I am so not about to argue. But that's how she describes it in the book. She said that, and I lost my shit. But Eve's like, oh, no filter. You weren't here for that. Okay, so there's another part in the book where they like do it. She's sucking him off. She doesn't realize he's coming, and there's a lot that goes in her mouth, and she's trying not to choke and pull him out, but there's a lot of dick she gotta pass, and she's trying not to choke. She spits into a bottle of champagne, and then later she feeds the champagne to Ice Pick's girl, which Ice Pick I feel sorry for. Oh, these were recommended to me by Tori, and we're just talking about them. And the fourth one's coming out, which is the last one of this series, is coming out a day after Valentine's Day. I'm not shaming them. I actually enjoyed the books. But it was... Look, I am not gonna lie. I had to look up what keelholing was because I was like, what the fuck is that? And I read it and I was like, ooh. There's 5? I only saw 4. Hold on. Because there's Sinner's Retreat, Sleigh Ride. There's one coming out. So there's going to be another one coming out and she just never announced it? Because all I saw, even on Amazon, it said book 4 of 4. Okay. Because all I saw was book 4 of 4. And then... Okay. Oh, when I start reading, especially this series, I don't put it down. Like, when Twilight first came out... Okay. Whenever Twilight first came out, I read the entire series in a day and a half. That's including doing school. The Vampire Academy series... Keep in mind, I was in high school. Vampire Academy series... Finished it within 2.5 days. The House of Night series, which is quite a few books, I finished within a week. Because I had a lot. I specifically remember that series. I did it around exam time because I was just stressed as fuck. And that was over a decade ago that I did school, but I remember that series. Which one? I got 2. I got the eyebrow piercing and I got the lip piercing. My piercer said, like, this piercing, this was what she pierced me with. She hasn't changed that. She said I might be one of those people that it's a one and done thing. No. If I do another piercing, it'll be a shark bite where I have one on either side of this one and they'll all be hoops. Like, I might do 2 hoops and then keep this one instead. I don't know. But I'm getting hoops for if I ever decide to hoop it. I can. And then when I get the hoops for this one, I'll get the hoop for that one. But I want to switch my nose one out. Because currently it's an L hook. And I want to switch it to a flat back. That way it never fucking comes out. Because there are times where I'm wiping makeup off. And it'll come the fuck out. And I'm like, come on. And then it's forever to get it back in. Because I have nails. But I do have a body changing kit that helps. It got the little claw thing and it got some screw on gauges to kind of help. Like, I put the flat back in and stuff like that, so it helps. Oh, I know. But like in the second book with Bennett, like Tori, I need Ezra for a day and I need Bennett for a day. I'll deal with Kat and Kendra later, but not for the food thing, but because of the piercings. Like, he got tattoos, he got piercings, he is well muscled, he is tall and dominant as shit. He could throw me around, absolutely. He could throw me around in the best way. But the piercings, he got King's Crown, so that means with my tongue piercing, it ain't gonna, unless he ends up wearing a hoop down there. So yeah, I was like, ooh. Now the half of the piercing I ain't fucking with. Like, I like it, but my tongue ain't going near there. Like, yes, I did. But, nails, like, there are going to be times in the next few months I'm going to, instead of doing Gel X, I'm going to make them press-on sets. I'm still going to have my nails. They're just not going to be glued on as strong with Gel X. Like, I'm even going to use Jello, and that'll help. Because I'm going to be putting nail strengtheners underneath my nails. Because I've been doing these since June, and I want to give my natural nails a little bit of a break from the Gel X process. Because I done had 2 nails ripped off. I done had... like, just filing it just a little bit over 6 months, like, yeah, they're catching up, but with the e-file, it was just too much. So, hello! Hi, how are you? So, it was a lot. But, yeah, I enjoyed these books. So, we're just, like, Kendra and me, we're not gonna fight, because I know how she fights, but Tori, when I tell you I don't like her, me and her would have, thank you, me and her would have an acquaintanceship at best. At worst, I just, hey, hi, how you doing, and move on. Because all points to Ezra for dealing with her. She even acknowledges she's a bitch. I appreciate that. I'm a bitch too. But how you were treating Kat and how you were treating Bennett based off your notions, not the fact that he could be a different person, there might be a reason to why he acts that way. Even Ezra's like, I know everything. I know that you're fucking her. I know this. I know. I'm your fucking brother. I know. Because Bennett's like, you knew? Everybody knew except Kendra. Just like in the third book, everybody knew Frankie was a Fed except Maverick. Maverick thought nobody fucking knew. But they saw how she made him feel, so they didn't off her. But knowing that she was a Carter, and Jim fucking knew and didn't tell a goddamn. You would think he would have told Ezra. You would think he would have told Bennett, being that both of them been crazy about finding their sister. That was fucked up for Jim. That was really fucked up for Jim. To not even tell them to? Although, granted, if he would have told Bennett and Ezra while on the cruise, yeah, they would have made sure Maverick never had a connection with Frankie. So, I understand, but at the same time, like, bruh. And then Bennett, towards the end, you've been fucking my sister? Dude, you just found out that was your sister. They've been fucking since before you found out. Why are you mad? Like, what? But, yeah. Oh. Like, there was a lot of moments in this series where I was just like, I knew I liked this about myself, but damn it. Like, I was doing that. Thank you. But it was, you know, Tori, it was just, bruh. There were so many times I wanted to voice note you, but I was like, it's gonna be redundant because I have these same reactions on camera talking to you. And I wanted to talk to you as well as anybody else that read it. Like, it was a good book. It was a good series. I can't wait for the fourth one to come out. Avon, I like him. Bennett and Ezra, I like them. Kat, I understand her. Kendra, acquaintance at best. Eve, I just want to go for a spin with her, spend a night with her. I just want to spend a night with her. I just want to spend a night with Eve. Ezra and Bennett, I just want one night with in that way. Kendra could fuck off. Kat, I respect. Kat, I would do. Frankie, that poor thing, like, oh, you're younger than me. And then when they said the age difference, and I was like, but it's acceptable. He don't give a fuck, Keisha. Although him going after her skincare routine, knowing it would hurt her, I was like, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I read all three books. We're talking about, I'm bouncing back and forth between all three right now. The fourth one comes out February 15th, and then Tori said earlier that they're coming out with a fifth one later in the year, and bet your ass, we're talking about both of them. We gonna be talking about both of them. When the fifth one comes out, I'm just gonna reread the entire series and then read that one too. But I read all the books, and that driver in the second book, how he died was fucked up. Especially with him saying, You know you love her if you love her. I've been with my wife for 20 years. And then he turns them around because Bennett wants to go back and get Cat. And he dies because a moose went in the fucking road. And he died. And I was like, not the driver fucking dying. After he's helping Bennett go get his girl. Bruh. That fucked me up. That part fucked me up. Not the part about them killing people. That part fucked me up. Because he was one of the people that didn't deserve it. And then there was... First off, I took baths with Vapor Rub. I know what that feels like. So for a candy cane to go up there, Tori, for a candy cane, you know she was feeling everything. For the men that don't understand what I'm talking about, either take a bath with Vicks Vapor Rub in your bathtub or put some minty toothpaste just on your balls for like 2 seconds, wipe it off, and you'll understand what I'm saying. Like, why a candy cane? He couldn't have used his fingers? A fucking candy cane. I understand he got a food fetish, but the candy cane. She's feeling every little draft that passed. Go do it and see. It's very minty, very methanol-y. Put some Vicks Vapor Rub on your balls and then wipe it off. You'll feel every single tiny draft that the rest of your body don't even feel. And if you breathe on it, you feel every single breath. Which one I want to... Bennett. Even with the food fetish thing. Like I said, I had honey. I know you are, because if I remember correctly, you were the one that told me about the Ziploc bag during the New Year's live. Which, by the way, I know you weren't here for, because I said it to Tori in the voice message. For New Year's 2027, New Year's 2026, it didn't save. Because apparently, and I didn't know this, because I never done lives that long, so I didn't know. Apparently with YouTube, it only saves up to 12 hours. I did a 21-hour live. So that means I would have to schedule to remember it, schedule and separate it into 2 separate lives. Like do up to 11 and a half hours, stop it, have the next one already queued up to where I could leave that one, start the next one. So I don't miss anything. And you guys don't miss anything. You know? Because it didn't save. That's why it's not up. It saved the first 12 hours. And it was in... And they said because it was so long. Yeah, I didn't know that because I never done a live for more than like 4 or 5 hours. So I didn't know. So it was in perpetual... It was in a constant processing. And it showed up on my side. In my feed that it was there. But when I asked Tori, it didn't show up. So I contacted YouTube and I was like, hey, what's going on? I could see it. They can't see it. And then when I go to play it, it's not playing at all. And she said, how long was it? So I told her, and I told her what it was for. She said, yeah, half of it's not saved. And YouTube is thinking it's saved because it says 21 hours. So the system thinks it is. But it didn't save past 12 hours. And being that it was one video, it's not going to ever. So I just deleted it. So it was... So I made a plan that... And I even have a note in my phone. For New Year's Eve, I'm going to... Since it's 21 hours, since we already did the live and I know how long it is. And it's 21 hours. I said 21 hours divided by 2. That's 10 and a half. So I'm going to make 2 different lives. And I'm going to time it. Because it starts at 7 in the morning. The day before New Year's Eve. No, it starts New Year's Eve at 7 a.m. for me. Is New Year's for Sydney, Australia, which is the first time zone. And then it ends 21 hours from there. It ends like 4 o'clock in the morning the next day for New Year's. It ends at 4 o'clock in the morning for New Year's for me. For Hawaii, they bring in New Year's. So, at the 10.5 hour mark, oh yeah, I did it, so now I know what to expect and I know where the times are. Because I know I got off a little after 4 o'clock in the morning and I slept all of New Year's. So, I'm going to set a schedule for 7 o'clock in the morning, New Year's Eve. I already have it in my phone. So when I go to schedule the live, I'll know. 7 o'clock in the morning, New Year's Eve. And then another one, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at like 5:30 that afternoon, I'll hop off of that one, hop on another live. And they'll be scheduled. And then that live will bring me till 4 o'clock in the morning next day. Oh, no, it's not. Don't fuck with me like that. Don't fuck with me like that. I still haven't even fully recovered from the first one. That was a month ago. Don't. No. I'm not ready. Ah, don't do that to me. But, yeah. So, that's what I'm going to do. So, it would just be, I would tell everybody. But instead of doing a month-long live to celebrate that, I'm just going to do a week. Because my birthday is going to be, I'll be turning 30 and I'll be doing a week there. In August, it'll make 10 years that I've been Gemini Beauty Babe. So it'll be a week there. The week of Thanksgiving in November will be a week that it'll make 2 years I go on TikTok Live. But I've been on TikTok a hell of a lot longer. And then in December, we'll make 2 years that I've been going live. So, but again, 10 years in August, but in December, it'll make 2 years. So, I'm just going to do a week instead of a month because that's a lot to go live every day. And I don't have the mental capacity to do live for you guys like that. And then do what I got to do. Because sometimes there are late nights that I stay up and I don't feel like waking up early enough to do these. Like, I love y'all, but I'm not quite there yet to do everyday lives. You know? Like, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Indefinitely. So, the best y'all will get out of me is a week at a time. Because I've done it. I done it half of July. I did it December. I actually did it longer than December because I started in the middle of November all the way till the end of December and I missed like 3 or 4 lives. So from the middle of November all the way till New Year's and then a few days after New Year's and I only missed like 3 or 4 days. That's pretty damn good. But I'm not doing it every day. That's cemented right there. That's cemented. I'm not doing it all the time. It is, and a lot of people think it's not because you're talking. But it's the mental capacity, especially with people that see my face and they don't like it, which, fuck them. Oh, there was, the penguin's asshole was something, I was like, that's a Tory. But there was something else I underlined, and I was like, that's a fucking Tory. Hold on. Because I remembered it, and I said, that's Tory. Where the fuck is it? Did I not underline it? Because I read it and I said, that's fucking Tory. When I reread the series, I'm going to see it. Right, but it's also mental capacity of you're entertaining people. And then with YouTube, you never know how many you're going to get. And I understand. You like my face. Not a lot of people see it. And people that don't like me, guess the first thing they attack is my face. And you need to hit the gym. But yet, my smallest I ever was, you need to eat a burger. Like, this is why I say, I am not rated E for everyone. I am rated G for gyms. Which are my friends, I don't like saying followers and subscribers, so I say my gems because that's what y'all are. So, oh, I already knew this. I already knew this, baby. It's fine. I already knew that. It's. Oh, you're too fat. I don't give a fuck. Are you fucking me? Are you financing me? Are you feeding me? Because I bet not. Go eat a burger. Again. But they either attack me saying I look like a dude, which, if I do look like a dude, I bet you I could pull more bitches than you. Just saying. And you mad about it. Or I don't weigh up to their standards. So I look like a dude, I look like I'm trans, or they attack my weight. Because they see me, they see I'm happy, they see I'm thriving, and we all know with the troll, they're not happy with their life. Hence why they're trying to bring other people down so they can feel powerful and feel better about themselves. So, I made a New Year's resolution to Tori. I'm not going to argue with somebody who should have been flushed down the drain. Or, in Tori's words, should have been a facial. Their mothers must be so tired of having the job of being embarrassed for them. To where, you know, their fathers need to take a little bit of that job. Their fathers need to shoulder some of the responsibility that their kid is an embarrassment. So, but don't get it twisted. I'm not just going to sit here. Like, there will be times where if I don't feel like it, I'm just going to sit here and ignore them. But then there will be other times where I put a motherfucker in their place because this is my page. This is my mouth. I get to say what I want to. And, you know, it is what it is. I will not hesitate to put a motherfucker in their place. But if I feel like you're not worth my time, I'm not going to say anything. But I also know this is Tori's way of having... It's entertainment for her. I let her have at it. If I feel like you're not even worth my time, I'm not going to address your shit. No matter how much you a troll, because we all know they want attention. They are the biggest attention whores. That is the truth. Trolls are the biggest attention whores because they're not getting attention in their personal life. I am rated G for gems. I'm not rated E for everybody. Fair enough? That should be part of my intro because I used to have an intro. It was, hi, my name is Michaela, also known as Gemini. Well, I kind of edited it. Also known as Gemini Beauty Babe. Also known as Gemini or Jim or Jimmy. We do not talk politics, religion, or financials, as that is personal to everyone. Lately, I've just been saying, on that note, fuck ICE, fuck Trump, fuck the administration, because I don't fucking deal with that. Because you going against people's rights. And then, it was, if you want to see more of me outside of the camera, join my membership, and then I have 2 Patreon, 3 Patreon Discords and shit. But I haven't done that intro in... since during my daily lives. I stopped doing the intro. But yeah. It is what it is. But it was good taking the hiatus because of doing all the daily lives for a month and a half. And then my friend was coming. And then I was filming all the time, even after doing daily lives. So, me and a camera was... you know, it wasn't the same because I was sitting in front of the camera to film and I could see myself like I was just drained. So I deleted a lot of it to do it. So the hiatus was very much necessary because like towards whenever I was coming back on, I'm like, can I go live now? Can I go live now? Like days before, like a few days before. I want to go live. I want to go live. But I was like, no, I can't. So I waited till Thursday to go live. Yeah, it was good. We did have a few heart-to-hearts. There were some bad times during it, but for the most part, we're good. But I do have to say this. I did post the Twitch schedule because it's here and there, and we are playing either. I did put up a poll in my membership. These are two of the games. And I know you recognize this game because we played this for New Year's. But we have both games. Also have two others that I played all the time on my channel. So we got those for tonight. I need to actually go check the poll. But yeah. We're back. I like the default schedule. It's 4 times a week here, 4 times a week on Twitch. And I think that's perfect. You know, because at night you get to unwind, get to have fun. This is a good start to the day. Taurus? Yes. So we do that. And I think it's perfect, you know. So an hour and a half to 2 hour lives are perfect. It's good. Yes. Tori's in every live I do. Whether she's like in the comments or not, she's always there. Tori is always there. And when she's not, it's for a good reason. But for the most part, she's always there. She just might not be in the comments because she likes to see if people act up. Like, me and her were talking about that yesterday. Like, there are times where she's not in the comments and she's busy and she'll message me. She's not, so I'm on my own. Modding, right? And then it's like the trolls know because they'll start coming in like crazy and I'm messaging her like, why the fuck are the weirdos coming out now? And she's like, I think somebody's watching to see if I'm here, and if I'm not, they all swoop in because when she's here, the chat behaves. The chat behaves when she's here. When she's not here is when all the weirdos come out of left field. And I'm like, y'all weren't here yesterday. Where the fuck y'all came from? You know, it's YouTube is where I got my start 10 years ago. YouTube is where I posted my videos. Well, Tori's my main mod. I do have other mods, but she's my main one. But once they don't see her specifically, like Bama could be in here, Nell could be in here, Jess and Sid could be in here, Gia and Nye could be in here. They don't care. If Tori's not in here, they go fucking crazy. But here's the funny thing, and I said it during the New Year's live. New Year's was the longest time I went live. I only had 3 trolls the entire fucking live. Only had 3. In a regular hour and a half to 2 hour live, I could have 5 or 6. And it's like, what the fuck? 5 or 6 is minimum. To have somebody troll, or somebody's getting blocked, or somebody's getting in timeout, you know, that's minimum. In the New Year's live, it was only 3. And that shocked the hell out of me because that was my longest live ever in my entire decade-long career on social media. Hello! And I was like, what the fuck? You know, it was weird. Yeah, that 21 hours, like, total, I might have taken a 2-hour break, like, going into, Final Destination. Either Final Destination or Saw. Like, they fucked me up, but it was Final Destination. Right? Final Destination or Saw. And those 2 series fucked me all the way up, but those are my favorites. Gotcha. They might just like horror movie characters. Horror! Not whore. Horror. movie characters and they just want to play with it. Oh, I know you do. I need to go. Hold on. I want to check the poll. I want to see so far what's going on. I'm so excited. Whee! I don't know. Well, it's not just that, but Tori and I and any mod I have, they could see chat logs to who's been in my life before, what have they said before. That way, if she needs to block them and she did put them on timeout at one time and they keep acting up, she's justified in blocking their asses. Yeah. Since you're a fellow creator, yeah, it's in the, it would be in the settings. But as a mod, they're able to do that, and you just click on the little profiles as the chat things come up, and you can see every chat they ever been in. I learned that. Granted, I learned it the hard way because I fucked up. Oh, that's another thing I didn't say. Cause it is on my channel now, but it's posted as a scheduled thing. I didn't realize I could do that from my tablet. That's why it's showing up the way it is. But Tuesday Q&A. And then every off day that I'm not on live this month, a new video will be up. Like Wednesday will be the first section of beauty basic beginners, and this half of my face is what I'm doing. So every new video will be where I left off from the previous video on this half, and then this half will be left alone except for the skincare part. So there's that. So this will be your before, this will be your after. Kind of like if you were around in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and you were on makeup YouTube and Nikki Tutorials, it was power and makeup where you had bare face half and then full face half. But this half you get to see in every video something new added to it. I did a purple look because I did it based off of her colors. And purple's also my favorite color. But I did it off of her colors with purple for the eye look. So I'm just like, y'all know I pulled a purple look out my ass for this eye. But I cannot wait till this summer because it's going to be makeup galore. I'm so fucking excited because there was a lot of videos I did. But I wanted my piercings in them, so I'm going to redo them. Because I want my piercings because this is what you can see the rest of it. And I fucking love them to where I'm like, oh, this could be better with the piercings. Watch. Because there's a lot of them that are very smoky and very dramatic. And I'm like, oh, that would look so good with my piercings. Holy fuck. You know what? I'm going to redo that. And I have them in a separate folder for redo for piercings. No lie. That's what I have in my editing folder. I moved a lot of the videos that I was going to post. Like, nah, y'all getting redone. It's more work for me, but I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do. Hence why I've been on the internet for so long. Okay. 10 years if you include the 5-year hiatus. If you include the... And I even say this in the Q&A. Because somebody asked how long I've been on here. If you include the other channel I had, which did have my name, Michaela... I've been doing this 11 years. That's also if you include the 5-year hiatus I took to get certified in everything I'm certified in. If you don't include that other channel in this, I've been on for 6 years. Because this channel I started in 2016. And then the other channel I had started like the end of 2014. like December 2014 I started, because it was not long after my dad's birthday. So I've been on social media for a long ass time, and YouTube is where I started it all, was just posting videos on YouTube. But because it's like 14 or 15 videos, I would have to count for beginner beauty basics, and I wanted it done by Tori's birthday. And I said, you know what, fuck it, we just gonna do it all in February. So every off day I have that I'm not on live, there will be a video posted at the time that I would normally go live. So there's that. There is some talking, and then there is some that I don't talk in. And I just do a voiceover. So, also, I noticed, like, with the before and the after, you'll get to see how dramatic my makeup looks get. Like, you get to see the dramatic change. Because when I take off my makeup, I ain't gonna lie, I take off half my face. Just so I could see. And it's fucking wild to me. And I'm like, but it looks so good and I don't want to take it off. But I do. But for the Q&A, it's like over 20 minutes. Hold on. I want to say it's like 23 minutes long. I might be over. It is 23 minutes and 26 seconds long. That includes the intro and outro. So for Tuesday's video, if you're going to sit and watch the entire thing, grab a snack, grab a drink, use the bathroom before. It is a kind of long one. And I filmed it with the set. This was right when the set was done, actually. So, there's that. So that video will be posted Tuesday. And then we begin the Beginner Beauty Basics series. So those will be makeup video thing. If you just want to watch it to see my face, there's that. Or you could just wait till I post something else. But the next few videos outside of lives on the standard 4 days, there'll be 3 videos until the end of the series. So there's that. So, with that being said, I will see you all Thursday. But if you're going to be watching the video... Oh, I am. I have on this phone too. I could show you all the fucking alarms I have. Like, I have alarms to where I'm scrolling like twice. I have an alarm for me to wake up. I have an alarm for when I go work out. I have an alarm... Well, you can watch the videos that I upload. Just play them in the background. That's all I could say. Oh! I will be... What? Okay. Sorry, I was looking at an email that caught me off guard. Thursday I'll be on. I will be on Twitch at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Pacific. Twitch lives are like 2 hours, so it's about the same time that these lives are, because they go from an hour and a half to 2 hours, and the Twitch lives are the same. We are doing Hang Out With Me instead of Girl Talk, which Hang Out With Me's different beverage, because we do coffee in the morning. The music is different, and with Hang Out With Me's, of course, we chit-chat, but we play games. Again, 18 and up only. But we play games. So, if you are getting on Twitch, it's the same handle I have in my Linktree, and all my handles across all my socials, except Snapchat, is Gemini Beauty Babe. So, until next time, I love you all. I will see you on Twitch. If not, enjoy the videos on my off days, so enjoy any videos I upload this month. And if not the videos, I will see you Thursday for Work With Me. Bye!